Good morning, students. Today's topic title is officiating. Introduction. Different kinds of games and races are the inseparable part of physical education. Two teams and many competitors can take part in different kinds of games and races. As a result of it, they inculcate a true spirit of competition. Every player and team take part in a game in order to win. This spirit of competition is not limited to the players only, but it is also exists among the spectators who gathers around the playground in a large number. So it is natural that every player tries his best to win. This spirit of competition produces an interest in various games, but this desire of winning becomes so powerful at times that all competitors try to win by any fair or foul method. This desire of winning by any way spoils the healthy atmosphere of games. In that case, might is right becomes the prevailing rule. But such unhealthy competition kills the sportsman. To conduct the game in an orderly and healthy way, a referee or an umpire is appointed. This referee or umpire not only conducts the game in an orderly and smooth way by using his exiled power, but he also decides about the winners and the losers. Without a good judgment by a referee, no game can be called successful or interesting. So it is very necessary here to know what is officiating and what is its importance. What is officiating? Every game is played under some conditions and according to some rules. Besides this, there can crop up so many other different situations while the game is being played. So there arises the need for officiating in conducting the game properly. To organize the game according to the fixed rule, to control the newly created situation and to award a final biased judgment, all these things are included in officiating. In this way, officiating becomes a part and parcel of the game. Importance of officiating. Now, students, just imagine during your practice or during your tournament matches, if there is no official, then how the match will be conducted and how the college practice will be held. You will get to know the idea of how the students will be practicing. Now, even there is another objective that if the official is not well aware of the rules and regulation, then also the conditions during the matches you will come to know. Like there will be many objections, allegations. Students will start quarreling that the match referee is not of good understanding. He is not thorough with the knowledge. Okay, so here's is an uh, impo- view about the importance of officiating. Now, first thing is that first one is increasing the interest of the players. Every players get a fair chance to show his ability during the tournament and during the practice sessions which are conducted. And if the officiating is good and if the P teacher is well aware of all the rules and regulations and if he is correcting your mistakes and if he is guiding you with the playing strategy, then definitely the students will show their interest during the practice and during the matches also. The second point is development of sportsman spirit. The sportsman spirit can develop only in a controlled and orderly atmosphere. Students, here the winning team should think that they have won without any undue favor, and the losing team should think that they have lost in a quite unbiased and wise judgment. Now, the third point is development of healthy competition. Healthy competition leads to the progress and development of life. Now, students, here, healthy competition means now if a team or if a player finds the weak loops of opponent team, and if they are not trying to take any advantage of it, this will promote a healthy competition among the game. Okay, this will maintain the sportsmanship spirit, and this will be only applied when the officiating is in control. Development of friendship among players. Now, students, we all know that we should treat the opponent team as rival only on the ground, and off the ground we should treat them as friend. This kind of mentality will be promoted only if the match referee officiating is unbiased. Now, the fifth point is conducive to the fulfillment of aims of physical education. Now, students, here the main objective of physical education is development of physical and mental health of a person. This is possible only if all the students are provided with an atmosphere which encourages their participation in games and increases their interest in them. Such an encouraging atmosphere can be created only through good officiating of games, because they cannot be played efficiently without proper officiating. The sixth point is development of enjoyment. Good officiating of game keeps a check on such an unhealthy atmosphere and tries to create a healthy atmosphere in the playground, which is a source of joy and recreational to all, both players and spectators. Good officiating in this way assures that the game helps all the players and spectators in achieving good quality of thoughts and feeling are developed through sports. What are the basic principle of officiating? The aim of officiating is to conduct the game in a healthy atmosphere so that there is no trace of indiscipline or unfair conduct during the course of the game. In order that officiating of the game come up to the mark, officiating person should keep before them the following good points of officiating. Knowledge of rules. Official must be thorough with all the rules and regulations of whichever games he is going to officiate. He should know all the pros and don'ts of the rules which are to be followed during the game. Like if will be thorough, then only the characteristics of the players and the game will be intact. The officiating official can penalize the player in the proper way only if he himself know all the rules of the game. Deep comprehension of the game. Even though if a official is knowledgeable and he is aware of all the rules and regulations, there are few situations will be coping up during the match duration. That time the official should know how to utilize the opportunity to express himself with the rules and regulation which he is aware of the game. Like few of the stronger team should not take advantage of the weak team. He should look after that, and this will be coming only if the officiating or the referee is very much familiar with all the rules and regulations of the game. Physical condition, of course, physical condition matters. Like First of all, as P teacher should, or the referee or the official should have a good stamina and um, good voice and a mental alertness. The officiating work, he shouldn't stand at one place and do the officiating, because he has to run on the sideline or during the matches, and he should find himself in a good position to judge the fouls very clearly. Immediate decisions, of course, a official give shouldn't give the false decision by his assumption. He should give the decisions as soon as the faults are made by the players. Then only the players will understand कि the official or the referee is well aware of all the rules and regulations, and the match conduction will be in a smooth manner. Use of signal. In every game, certain signals are used to express various situations, various instructions, and various judgment. The officiating person should not only possess a thorough knowledge of those signals, but he should also possess the ability to put them in immediate and proper way. This proper use of signals on the part of the officiating person help in the smooth and speedy conduct of the game. Sixth one is observation of play closely. The officiating person should observe the play closely in order to give correct and immediate judgment. This close observation is not possible by standing at a distance from the playground. For this purpose, the officiating person is to be remain in the playground and keep himself shifting quickly from one place to another in the as the situation demands. Only in this way he will be able to judge the foul and tackle the different situations properly. Decision complete act. The officiating person should keep in front of the view the complete action of the game before giving any judgment. He should not give his judgment before any action is completed. He should not act on his guesswork, as he has a particular action will come to a conclusion. If an officiating person gives his judgment according to his guesswork, he is liable to make a mistake, and this will shake the confidence of the players in him. So the officiating person should never imagine a situation, but should deal with every real situation as and when it is arising. Interpretation of rule. In some game or matches, more than one person are appointed as officiating authority. In such cases, situation can arise where there is difference in interpretation of rules. No officiating person should in such a situation stick blindly to his own interpretation, should accept the interpretation of National Rules Committee. Ninth point is minimum possible use of whistle. No doubt the use of whistle is the integral part of an officiating person. The blow of the whistle pronounces every foul step taken by the player or either side and ensures the right and the fair play of the game. But overuse of the whistle put a check to the smooth conduct of the game. For that sake, minimum use of whistle should be allowed. Courteous officiating. A courteous behavior is on the part of officiating person is a necessary condition for smooth and healthy conduct of the game. If the officiating person is not courteous, and if his behavior towards the player is not polite, he will not be able to command a proper control over the game, and thus it will fail to achieve the objectives of physical education. If an officiating person is always of a courteous nature, he can face any kind of unwanted situation and thus save the player from its bad result. 11th one is firm officiating. Courteous officiating doesn't mean in any way weak or shaky officiating. It never means that the officiating person should not stick to his decision. He should, no doubt, he always courteous, but he should always be firm in his decision and judgment. Firmness of the officiating person ensures the right conduct of the game. If he changes his decision every now and then, he fails to command the confidence of the players. 12th one is use of advantage rule. An officiating person should possess the ability to make use of advantage rule when the situation so demand. For instance, if a team by showing superior skill in game reaches near the goal of the opponent side, but the opponent player tried to indulge a foul uh, play purposely to undo the check of the speeding of the advanced team, then the officiating person has every right to ignore a foul at the time and give the desired advantage to the advancing team. This is called use of advantage rule. All the principles of good officiating are described above are necessary conditions for the good and smooth conduct of the game. Now, students, you all are aware that what is officiating, what are its importance during the match and the practice session. Now, next time when you see an official who is very knowledgeable, you appreciate him, and even you will come to know कि you have lost or win by an unbiased judgment given by that official. Okay, thank you. Stay home and stay fit. Bye bye.